Ladies and gentlemen, greetings to all. Hope you're all doing well. So we have a small presentation of the upcoming Nomadic Cup tournament created by H4Greeks. A few words about H4Greeks. So H4Greeks is a Greek safe harbor, let's say, for a Greek community of all the Age of Empires games, including Age of Mythology as well. A community created back in 2006. So it's a long community. I mean, old, with many members. So this is the first international tournament created by H4Greeks. So first, let's check a little bit at the handbook, all the settings of the map, of the tournament, the maps, the teams, etc., etc. Let's see. Let's take it step by step. So, a Nomadic Cup tournament, a tournament created by H4Greeks. Okay, so let's take a look on the tournament settings. This tournament will be based on nomad style maps. You can find the maps below. So we've noticed that there are not many nomad tournaments, and basically all of the nomad tournaments that exist right now are only for nomad maps. So having African clearing and water nomad and some more maps that we will check later, I think it's very interesting, and many fascinating teams have joined, so I think it will be very interesting. So you will see later on. So it's double elimination or groups, depending on how many teams will sign up. We said that if we had more than 32 teams, we will make it groups, so we have different skill levels, so many players can join. But we have 43 teams, but they are mostly 2K plus, so it's high elo. So to have another group for like 4 or 5 teams was not a good idea. So for this tournament, it will be double elimination. And for the future tournaments, there will be many groups and divisions, so many more teams can join. So the sign-ups opened on 15th of July and they closed 10th of September, and the tournament officially starts tomorrow. Okay, 18th of September. Each phase will last 1 week, so the teams will have 1 week to play their games. This goes from the start of the games to the finals. Now, there might be some small changes to this on the loser bracket, on the final games of the loser bracket. If any changes will happen, everything will be it will be announced on the Discord. The second round, yes, every round starts for 1 week. Yeah, so excuse my English, guys, and you know, it's a first stream after a long time, so yeah, I will get in the zone. Okay, since it's a 3v3 setup, each team can have up to 5 players, 3 main players, and plus 2 standby players. The rate of the highest 3 players will determine the team seed. The team roster cannot change after the end of the signups. But if, for a specific reason, a player cannot attend the games, the team can request for a replacement from an admin. This goes even after the end of the signups. So if the games start and for a specific reason a player cannot join the team, you can have a replacement. If the request is granted, give me a second. Oh, apologies. The Discord is on the background. Let me mute it. All right. So if the request is granted, they will be allowed to change 1 player or a low rated player, of course, because if you were able to change your player with a high rated, well, that wouldn't be fair. From the ones that are already part of the team. To take part in the tournament, each player must have 50 games in total and must be an active 1v1 player on AOE2net. If a player, however, does not have the required 1v1 games but has a lot of team games on his record, it will be allowed to participate in the tournament after an admin examination. So this is not strict For example, if you have enough games but you're not an active 1v1 player, you could have taken part in the tournament if you had enough team games. This is just precaution for Smurfs or things like that. All the rounds will be a best of 3, semi-finals will be a best of 5, and the finals a best of 7. On each set, the highest seed will always host the drafts for the maps and civilizations. So, tournament schedule. Each phase will last 1 week, so the teams will have 1 week to play the games. Yes, yes. The first round, yes, yes. We already saw that. The following rounds will be decided based on how many teams will sign up. So, like I said, it's 1 week, and there might be small changes on the final games of the loser bracket. There will be a prize pool of 480 euros divided between the top 4 teams. The prize pool will be provided by PayPal. The prize pool will be divided as follows. First place, 210 euros. I think it might be around $230, something like that. Second place, 120 euros. Third place, 90 euros. And fourth place, 60 euros. Now, the maps. It's 10 maps. 4 of those maps are included in the game, but you will need to set the maps when you play, not from the game, but from the mod created by us, and you will see further below from which mod I'm talking about, because we've removed the yellow line around the TCs, so when you pass 10 tiles away from an enemy, you do not see his TC, to be more fair. So we have Nomad, classic Nomad, Land Nomad, African Clearing, Water Nomad. Now, those maps are provided by Snowshoe, if I'm pronouncing his name correct, and we want to thank him a lot for allowing us to use his maps, which I think they're very interesting, as I will show you in the game in a few moments. So we have Nomad Lakes, Nomad Meadow, Nomad Atacama, Nomad Steppe, Nomad Valley, and Mega Random Nomad, personal favorite. I think we will have amazing games here. So you will require a mode named A4G Nomadic Cup 3v3 Tournament, provided all the maps, even the ones included in the game, not treaty lines around TCs. And thank you, Snowshoe, for providing us these maps. So, before we check the maps, let us finish the handbook, and then we will see the maps one by one. Even should we check the Nomad Land, Nomad African Clearing, Water Nomad? Yeah, why not? So we will check them all. So the drafts, the highest seed must always be the host of the drafts. Civilization drafts, best of 3 and best of 5. Each team will global ban 2 civs, and after they have picked their preferred civs, 1 sniper team will follow. The teams will also have 1 extra civilization that will not take part in the games for variety and strategy. All the links that are in the handbook are provided in the Discord, which I will post right now in the chat. All I will say is someone to post the Discord for A4G tournaments, so you can have even the Twitch links, the drafts, the handbook, the teams, everything is there. Best of 7, 2 global bans per team, and 1 snipe at the end of the draft. Each team will pick 10 global civs. The rest will be picked once for each team. Map drafts, same thing, same idea. Best of 3, best of 5, and best of 7. 1 ban for each team, then we pick home maps for each team, and the final map that will remain, it will be the first map to be played. And the links provided here in the handbook and the Discord as well. Lobby settings, the captains and the players should check those before they start the game to see that everything is set correct, like is shown here. There will be no treaty length, as you can see in the picture showing the settings above. That's why you will need to put the costume Nomad, Land Nomad, African Clearing, and Water Nomad from the mod, so you can avoid the treaty line around the DCs. Hidden civilizations and no repeat. The server will be decided by the team captains to avoid high ping problems. So if they are both in Europe, they can put East US. I don't remember the name of the servers. So the teams, depending on where they are, they will decide what are the best servers, so to avoid high ping problems. Colors must always be 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, this is not strict again, but it will be very helpful for the spectators and for the players as well. Teams can agree to switch color patterns from the game to game. If not, they must pick the color pattern from the first game. Now, very important to me, the rules of the tournament. not just for the games, but for personalities in the games, the gamers as well, and the players. Rules are not only for the in-game experience, but for the interrogation between the the interrogation, yeah, the interaction between the players as well. Respect is expected towards all allies, opponents, and the rules of the tournament. A noteworthy level of sportsmanship is expected from all the participants. Any signs of toxicity, racism, or spam, or any kind will be of any kind will earn the player or his team penalties that can go even to a player not allowing to take part in the games for, like, let's say 2 rounds, or even disqualification. The rules are the following. The tournament will be played on the latest patch of Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. This means, like, even if a patch comes out right now or tomorrow, the tournament will be played on that patch. So it will, you do not need to change your patch to a previous one. All communications towards other players, teams, or admins will be made via Discord and always on English. Players can schedule their games by private messages. This is important, but the arranged times must be posted on the scheduled channel on our Discord, so we can be able to track the games and to stream them whenever we can. Even, actually, my name is, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Kronos, and from the Age for Greeks, and I will be your main caster in English. So in order to be able to excuse the anxiety, guys, it's a new thing. So in order to be able to stream the games, I will need to know when you will play, so I can hunt them and stream them live. If I'm not able to stream them, or if a team delays to post on the Discord the time and the date, I will gather the games and then I will do a rec overview of the games. If a team is unsuccessful attending an arranged time, the opposite team will be able, after 30 minutes of that time, to ask if that's what they decide for an admin win from the admins. In that case, evidence of the arranged time will be needed from both sides. Excuse me. The reasons of not being available at the agreed time must be taken serious by the opposition, so they can decide what to do wisely. So, if there is any, in my opinion, if there is an important reason a player or a team does not show up, you must decide wisely what to do, act humanly. Again, this is my opinion. Any trace of toxicity, racism, or spam will be punished accordingly after admin discussion. If there is a bugged map, an admin, this is important to me as well, an admin restart may be requested before the 5-minute mark. Be cautious. This is a Nomad tournament. So guys, when we speak about Nomad, it's chaos. You do not have anything specific. So when we say bugged, we mean basically a trapped villager. If the teams fail to reach an agreement, an admin must be called to resolve the matter. If it's justifiable, problem is found, a rematch will take place. If not, on the other hand, admin win will be given to the opposition for this game. If a player drops, the game must be restored without the players looking at the map, without the fog of war. So this is not, we are not always able to do so, but we are depending on you guys, to be fair. Each team has one restart for best of 3, best of 5, and best of 7. All restarts must be made before the 3-minute mark. This is not an admin restart. Admin restarts is like, let's say if you have a bad position on the map and you want to restart the game. This restart may be called for any reason, but once for each set. Actually, no. Admin restart is if we see, something unfair, something's wrong with the map or anything. So for each set, you will have always one restart. Let's say you've had a bad start. If a player plays with a civilization that is not on his team civ pool, which we all have been in that position, starting a game and we have not picked our civ, the games must be restarted immediately. The opponent team can choose the player civilization from his team civ draft, the one who picked the wrong civ. All the other players must have the same civilization. Vil wars are not allowed until the TCs have been built. This is important, and I had many questions about this. So Vil wars, again, are not allowed until the TCs have been built. So there is a small gray area here. So you are not able to know if your enemy has built a TC or not. So it's not encouraging you to start a real war. If a real war happens, the starter of the fight will be punished by the admins, giving an instant victory to the opposite team after admin discussion. If it is by mistake or misclick, okay, it's one hit, then it will be ignored, and it will be decided after analyzing the replay. Then it will be ignored, like I said. Palisade wars are allowed after 3-minute mark. This is very important as well, because these two rules, because we do not have a treaty. So in order to avoid the 1,000 restarts, palisading, trapping villagers, and stealing resources because you were lucky to see where the enemy was and he has no idea where you are and you can lame everything from him, we've put it the 3-minute mark to make the games a little bit more balanced. Laming resources is allowed either by killing, stealing herdables, or walling resources. So you can steal a boar, let's say, before 3-minute mark, but even if you use palisade walls or houses to de-aggro the boar, it will not be punishable. Or if you say, let's say you make palisade walls to wall the villager that's on the dock. So we do not have a problem there. Everything is good. If the starting DCs of the opponents are in range of one another, that results on an admin restart immediately to have a better game overall. Slinging is not allowed with only 2 expectations. Of course, the slinging player must be on Imperial Age, and if a player does not have a single TC nor the resources to make one, it doesn't matter which age he is, Dark, Feudal, Castle, Imperial. If his teammate, only then his teammates can send him 100 stone and 300 wood, because you cannot send specific numbers. You can only send by hundreds and thousands to build one. The game results alongside the civilization and draft links. This is again very helpful for us guys to put them in the Discord. Must be reported on the recorded games channel or Discord with the results hidden behind a spoiler tag. Spoiler tags, I was thinking to put it here because sometimes I have to report stats of games and matches, and I had no idea how to put spoiler tags, so here's the way. The admins have the right to take any action they see necessary and fitting to the situation at hand. If any of the rules are broken, even if that means not allowing a player to play a given number of games, banning player or team awarding admin wins, etc. So if you break the rules, and always not so strict depending on the rule. For example, if you are toxic, and thank you very much for the follow. If you are toxic or bad language and stuff, yeah, of course, that's gonna be punishable very easy. But small misunderstandings and such will be always discussed between admins. Any questions can be brought to the admins of the tournament. If the admins can't be reached for personal reasons in time, questions can be sent to the moderators instead. Everyone is in the Discord, so you can send a message there. And if you need to find their spoiler tags, here they are. Oh wait, my bad, not spoiler tag. I mean their tags on the Discord. Admins and moderators can be reached by private message via Discord. It's Manos, me, Ryder, Vipsarkon, Sotiris, and Vagelis. If you have any questions about the tournament, send them to one of us and we'll answer as quick as possible. Any streamer who wishes to stream about streaming. Any streamer who wishes to stream the games of any player who wishes to stream his point of view strictly with 2 minutes delay to avoid stream snipers, is allowed to do so with the condition of mentioning that H4Greeks is the host of the tournament of the stream on the stream title and providing the Twitch link of H4Greeks and the Discord link of H4Greeks tournaments as a command in his chat, as well as the logo of the tournament provided again by the Discord server, and the links are here, Twitch and Discord. So this is the handbook, and I wish good luck and have fun to all the teams, and I think we'll have amazing games, and personally I love Nomad style maps. So now let's take a closer look on the maps that are included in the handbook. And by the way, you need to download this mod, A4G Nomadic Cup 3v3 tournament, to be able to have those maps. So we have African clearing. You need to go to custom and pick it from here because we do not have treaties around the TCs, the yellow lines, to be able to avoid, like I said, to know when you're passing where all the enemies are. It's even if it exists, even though it exists on the rank, I think it's very unfair. So we have African Clearing, Land Nomad, Nomad, and Water Nomad. Those are the basic maps of the game. So actually, I can show them from the editor, but anyway, let's see them from here. So we want a reveal map, all visible for 6 players. Okay, let's start actually from the basic ones. So we have Nomad. Nomad is a map that most of the players have played. Some of them enjoy it, some they always ban it. It's a map with variety. So we have always a big highland, sometimes with lakes in the center, connected all around to the water. And the resources are fairly spread. You have gold, stones, a lot of hunt, a lot of wood, a lot of fish. So I think it's a map all the players know how to play. Nomad players at least, they know how to start, they know that they have to go for water, etc, etc. So second map, we have the second most known map for Nomad style. I would say it's Land Nomad, of course, personal favorite as well. So everything that Nomad has without water. We have wood, you have gold, you have stone, you have a lot of food, more food actually than Nomad. Excuse me if you hear the barks, guys. If it continues, I will mute for a bit. So yes, I like this map very much. So you have relics, you have everything you need. Even wherever you put your TC, there will be food or gold or stone. So it's a easier map than the others that you will see later. I'll be back in 1 minute, guys. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. So, to see how noob I was showing the maps, but I forgot to change the scenes. So, we're gonna check them again. So, like I said, Nomad is a map that has everything. It has lakes in the center, sometimes connected with the water outside of the island. You have food, gold, everything spread fairly, I would say. Even if you go to a corner, you will be able to find at least a boar, some deer, gold stones, and everything. So, the other map was Land Nomad, which, excuse me, that has everything that Nomad has except water. Personal favorite. So you have food everywhere, more than Nomad, gold, stones, wood, everything, wherever you go on the map. You have sheep, relics. It's easier, I would say, map, because wherever you go and you put your TC, always on woodline, of course, you will be able to find gold, stone, and food. Then we have another similar map, which is African Clearing, and I would say maybe African Clearing is a bit faster than Land Nomad. The change is they have small lakes with fish, and shore fish is the fastest income for food in the game. You have very bad wood lines in the center, so you will want to place your TC around where the wood line is, it's all over around the map, so you want to place your TC, let's say, somewhere here to be able to be close to the wood line and have a safe lake. And the golds and the stones of the game is of the map is fairly spread in the map. So yeah, that's African clearing. Now the other map, Water Nomad. I've played that map a few times. Well, I think we will have some very interesting games on that map. Yeah, this map is a mess. Yeah, this map is a mess because wherever the villagers go, ships can go to. So I would say this map, you need to play water. Always play water. So you have food everywhere, fish everywhere, wood lines everywhere, gold, stone, but the domination in this map is with ships, with war galleys, fire ships, even demolitions. Like if you have a nice position with clumped villagers and a demos comes, oof, that hurts. So I think with this game we will have some very interesting games. And of course you start with more villagers than Nomad, and you start with some fishing ships as well. Now, the maps that are provided by Snowshoe. So we saw African Clearing, Land Nomad, Nomad, Water Nomad. So now we go to Nomad Atacama. So Nomad Atacama, all the wood line in the center, like normal Atacama, not Nomad Atacama, which always has the wood in the center and very small patches of trees around the main map. But the difference with this one is that it has 4 lakes on the corners of the map. So when you have high level games, water is very important. So let's say you need to know if an enemy, if an opponent has control of a lake, because the boost that you're gonna have from the food is insane. So this map forces you to see what is going on the lakes while taking control of the mid. So food is spread everywhere. You have gold, you have stone, all the wood in the center, and 4 lakes to the 4 corners of the map. I think this is a very more aggressive map than the others that you will see later, and the previous ones. Like Land Nomad doesn't have to be an aggressive map. This though, because all the wood is here and you have 4 lakes, and by the way, the rest of the maps, I think all of them have lakes, except of Mega Random, because it's Mega Random. So yeah, I think this will be another interesting map to see. So we saw Nomad Atacama. Now we have Nomad Lakes. So you can see here, like, the water domination is very important. Bigger lakes with much more fish. So whenever you go on the map, like even if you go to the far corner, you will be able to dock 1 lake. So you have food everywhere. You have berries, you have deer, stone, gold, boars, sheep. You have everything you need, and the water control again is very important, and is even more important because all the lakes are separated. So if you have, let's say, a strong water save like Japanese or Italians, which they have cheaper dock units as well, you want to take that advantage of them, so you will need to dock more lakes. So I think this map will be a mess as well, which for a Nomad we wanted to have a messy gameplay but fair as well. So you have everything here as well. So the next map is Nomad Mido. I think this map is very aggressive as well, and you will see right now why. So we again have 4 lakes on all the corners of the map with not so much fish, but still an advantage. So wood is in big batches around the hill, so you cannot DC these locations. Therefore, this makes the game much more aggressive. So we tried this map with players from H4Greeks on some games, and man, this map is so aggressive. So because you need to go for the lakes, you're not able to make a TC here. Only around the wood lines that are around the map which is not the best location because you're so far away from the lakes, still you have food, you have gold, you have stone, you have everything, and more gold and stone on the center. But in the early game, I think the most important positions to control is the lakes. And not being able to have a TC like this, yeah, I think it makes the game more aggressive. So we have left, let me check. Nomad Meadow, Nomad Steppe. This map I like. It's like Steppe, not exactly so. Of course, it's always Nomad. You can say it's a bit of a land nomad style map. You have big lakes, not big lakes, excuse me. You have small lakes with very few fish. You completely ignore those lakes. For example, if you know the maps, you can, and let's say your enemy bans land nomad, you can still pick this map, which is very similar. You have food, you have stone, you have gold everywhere on the map. The wood lines, though, this is where you need to be careful with this map. All the wood lines are around the map because in the center is empty from wood lines. Okay, you have food and gold and stones, but you will take control of those later in the game. So I would say, yeah, it's a balanced map as well, close to land nomad, kinda. So we have Nomad Steppe, Nomad Valley. This is another interesting map, which I think, yeah, water control is very important, and this is such a messy map. So you have small islands on top of marshes. So you will not dock this map to gain food advantage. Okay, you have some short fishes, but there is not anything to fish except of that, and it's not very worth it. So you have wood, you have goals, food, everything spread. You can find a boar even if you're in the furthest position. Like here, for example, you can put it this here. You have boar, sheep, deer, everything. You have everything you need. But this will depend, I think, mostly on the type of the players of a team. Because, for example, in this map, you can take control from the land because the land is so big. For example, no ship can reach this position. But if you control the canals between the islands, well, you control the map basically. By the way, guys, if I'm sounding so very loud, please let me know to go further away from the microphone. So yeah, this is another messy map, not basically aggressive, at least at the early stages of the game, but yeah, I think those rivers would be very important, and I can't wait to see those maps in action, to see all the players what they have prepared. Oh, upload. So we have two more maps. One is Mega Random, which you will see last, and then, oh, actually no, we have one last map, which is known Mega Random. So I think this map is better to see from the editor because you have so many different variations. So let's say 6 players. Thank you for the follow. So let me see, where exactly do you find these maps? So we have random map, Mega Random Nomad, generate map. Okay, let's say this is one version of a Mega Random Nomad. So it reminds me a little bit of Gold Rush or Golden Pit. Actually, you have a lot of gold and stone in the center, and food, wood lines, golds, everything spread out in the map. Let's say another generation. This is like an Oasis kind style map. Yeah, a lot of wood in the center, food, the relics, and everything around that wood line. Oh, this is I do not remember how this map is called. I think it might be Kawasan, if I'm not mistaken. An informer told me. So we have berries in the center. I see a lot of relics in the minimap. A few fish in the lakes, which is very good to control, and wood lines, not so big and spread out in the map. So again, another more aggressive map. Let's see one more. So a lot of wood lines in the outer parts of the map. and nothing in the center except the gold, some food. So this reminds me a little bit of the other map that we saw previously, which is a Nomad Steppe. So these are the maps. I think they are very fair. They're very interesting for all the teams. You have everything you want. You have land, you have water, you have land and water. I think it's very interesting. So now we saw the maps and we saw the handbook. Let's check the teams that have taken part in the game so far. Actually, not so far because the signups have closed. So give me a few moments. Okay. So we have 43 teams in total, all in the same bracket because it's double elimination. The losers go to the loser bracket, and if they lose, they're out. So, and by the way, because it's double elimination, if a team loses and drops to the loser bracket, it still has a chance to win because the grand final will be among the winner of the winner bracket and the winner of the loser bracket. So we have all around the world. So this is, you can see the ratings, and the average rating is super high. It's like top 100 players. So we have very high teams, and I'm very excited to see them in action. I think all around the world it's like ACCM, Slam, freaking Andy and freaking Chris. I do not remember all the players from all the teams, but I will mention some. So we have my Insanity, which is Sito, and I do not remember any more players. I think I cannot remember them now. I know them. But anyway, we have Fox, Meta, which is Marguku, Mihai, Sebastian. We have WWP, which is of course the favorites of Nomad maps and team games in general. A big fan of all the Chinese players. Yo, Lix, Vivi, and Bad Koala. We have the Amigos, which is Barrels, and actually, I think where do I have it? Right here. So here is all the players. So if you want to check this this Excel, you can find it in the Discord. Everything is there. And so I'm scrolling because I don't want to leave anyone outside. I don't want to offend anyone. So we have where are the Amigos? Valas, Ganchi, Somero, Mununez, and Barrels. Mununez, excuse me, and Barrels. So we have Sauls, which is Winchester, is the Russian. So we have Gambit, Taiwan, Admin Win, Howl. I think Howl is Turk players. Super Wonderful AOE Gaming, Xavier, Adam Spart, Pastry Shop, Kijos Dememp, BK and Alive. I think those are the Brazilians. Suomi B, Came House, La Pandilla de Tortuga. Interesting names. Fox Alpha, Laka and Friends, Amali, Illuminatis, Dumbos, Laka, Xavier B. We have Traders, Miras Bobo. And if I'm pronouncing anything wrong, forgive me. I'm not gonna pronounce that. La Academia, Kill Ologers. I think this is one of the Greek teams. Kill Onagers with bombard cannons. And by the way, guys, like I said before, if a player from a team cannot take part in the tournament for a specific reason, it can always ask for a change of player. Recently, I learned that one of our players from this Greek team will not be able to take part because something happened. So if we have an open spot, and if someone wants to take his place, he can, but it has to be a lower player, lower seeded and lower rated. Pinheads, Sober, Petronas, Michelin, whatever. U2GG main, this, Chirimoyos, Les Miserables, a very nice book and movie. The Pod is the Metu, Tok Tok, SWB Belarus, the Semi Noobs, Too Many Cooks, I love this team, The Bone Zone, and Chirimoyo Fantasy. So we have from 2K7, let's say, average rated, 2K6, down to 1400. So to avoid this thing happening again, to have, like, say, so many different rates of players, the next tournament that will be made, and we will have many divisions. So based on the players that they will join, of course. So everyone can enjoy the tournament. So these are the teams, and we have here the brackets. The games that I'm saying again, they start tomorrow. So we have the winner brackets, and we have the loser bracket. The matches are all here, you can see them, and because we have more than 32 teams, we need to have some forced games, and some teams go instantly to the second phase. Now, each phase starts from tomorrow, and we have one week for each phase. Now, this tournament will last until December. Now, if, let's say, the teams that are they have played here and they're waiting for the finals, all right, the winner brackets, I mean, and we have, so the loser brackets will be slower because they need to wait for the opponent from the winner bracket. So we might, if the teams agree, and they won't and they have time, to cut the week to half a week to make the tournament shorter, to not have it go 2-3 months long. So yeah, these are the teams. Everything is in the Discord, guys, and if you need a link, please someone provide it in the Discord, in the Twitch chat right now. So check the handbook, we saw the maps, we saw the teams. Now, a final thing. So we have organized a show match that will take place the day after tomorrow, which I think is Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, at 12 GMT. A show match between Fox Meta, which is Marguku, Sebastian and Mihai, against the Taiwan, which is Cloud, Z40, and actually, let me check. We have all the information here. So again, I'm a noob because I was showing the teams and I didn't change scene. Very nice. So I will show you again the teams, and I will ask someone to put the links on the Discord because I do not on the chat, because I don't have the chat right here, right now in front of me. I will show you again the teams, though it's not a problem. So about the show match, so we have 54 USD cash prize pool, which will be $22 per game for the winning team. All save pick, no repeat. The map draft provided by the Nomadic Cup tournament. Of course, like the draft from the tournament, the last map is the first to be played. So for teams, we have Team Fox, which is Team Fox Meta, actually, because we have another Team Fox, which is Fox Alpha, I think, which is Kiskan and some other players from Fox. So we have Margugu, Sebastian Mihai against Taiwan, which is Cloud, Sorakuma, Z40, Yopuring, and Wayne Chung. So Margugu, Sebastian, and Mihai are all the newcomers, I would say, from the tournament, from Age of Empires to pro scene. They're all new players, not new players, but they're new to the very high pro scene. But Taiwan, and I know I've played many times with this team, they are all very high players, 2K2 at least, but they know how to play Nomad, I can tell you that much. So I think they will provide very interesting games. It's play all 7. And both of those teams have taken part in the tournament. So sponsors are Fox Team, Tag Team, and the team of H4 Greeks. Organizers is AOE Byzantines, Dragon, Kronos, and Manos. Kronos, which is me. A caster and host, I will cast the games from my channel in English, and another caster will cast them in Greek from this channel. And Marguku, Mihai, Sebastian, Z4, and Cloud will stream their point of views. So if you want to see how they play, you will need to check their streams. Which, from my stream, I can say that I will provide all the links if you want to check these players out. So once again, let me show you quick, because I'm a noob and no one told me anything about the teams that have taken part in the tournament. So all the teams are here, all the links in the Discord. So you can see all the teams, you can see how high the players are, from 2K6 to 1400. Like I said, for the future tournaments, we'll try to provide a variety. I mean, many divisions, so you can have more enjoyable and fair games. So, and this is the brackets of the games. So I think actually that is everything. So we saw the maps, we saw the tournament settings, we saw the period that the tournament will last, we saw the show match, the handbook, everything is there. So if you need to rewatch anything, there will be a VOD after this streaming. So thank you all guys for watching. Excuse my English if and a word is not sounding nice, so it will get better with time. And my anxiety, because the first stream after a long time. And yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of streams in the future soon, because when the games start, like I said, I will be your main caster. So thank you all again. Hope you're all doing great, and see you in a week. In this week, I mean, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow, we'll see. So GG, good luck, have fun to all the players and the teams, and I wish you all health.